Hello there, everyone. Welcome back to some more Let's Play Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. This is so weird. Everyone, I have been fiddling with my audio controls on my system some more, and I think I've gotten things to be where I finally like them. However, I can no longer tell if my voice is being recorded simply by talking to my microphone. It sounds like everything is muted to me because I no longer hear any feedback. So hopefully things are working, and if they are, that's very promising. And I'm going to go and check on the recording. We're going to take a break after like 10 or 20 minutes or so I can double check just to make sure things are indeed working. Anyway, in the last episode... Oh, can we go this way maybe now? Can we go this way? Still sealed. Permanently sealed, nonetheless. In the last episode, we had gone back to the Republic Embassy and turned in that probe's mission data. The Republic, had sent a drone down into the oceans around Manon, supposedly to gather just some miscellaneous information that they were interested in. It turns out, however, that what they're actually doing is they were trying to figure out what happened to a secret mining installation that they built down here on Manon. They're looking to recover as much KotOR, or acquire as much KotOR as they possibly can, more than what the Selkath are giving the Republic. And this means secret base. If the Selkath discover that the Republic is doing this, it's probably going to be extremely bad for the Republic. I would imagine they will... I would imagine that the Selkath will simply kick them off the planet. And or severely penalize them with tariffs and or restrictions on the amount of KotOR they would get from the Selkath normally. However, we were notified that the reason why the probe went down there to check on the base that they built is because they've been having problems with that base. Something has, it sounds like, interfered with their mining operations, and in particular it began when they had arrived at the ruins which were down there. Their base came into contact with these ruins, and these ruins probably have the next star map in it. We then came back over here to the Sith base again after talking with a few other members of the Selkath. One of them want to know what the Republic is doing on their planet. He wants to know what exactly they're, like, not what their probe is doing, but why are they hiring all these mercenaries? That's because they're hiring mercenaries and sending them down to that base to try to figure out what's going on down there, and no mercs who have been down there have ever returned so far. Not looking promising for us. We also talked to another Selkath who wanted to figure out what happened to some of their youngsters went missing. And it turns out they were here being trained by the Sith to be Sith. They were treated rather well, except for those Selkath who wanted to leave. Those Selkath were just slaughtered, killed. We were able to tell the other Selkath apprentices that they were being manipulated. And in doing so, we were able to convince them to leave this base. And hopefully they have gone back... There's nothing in this room? Hopefully they have gone back to their families. I'm sorry, I'm a little confused. What purpose does this room have? What is this? Oh, okay. There's nothing here. It's just some sort of computer chamber.
Sure.
With I guess this does give you access to all of the various cameras in the base, but there's nothing else there. Okay, sorry. I was looking for even more Sith to kill. Alright, so we've eliminated all of the Sith that were inside the Sith embassy now. And the Sith, of course, have been refused to reestablish this embassy again, after having suckered me into the base to try to convince me to join them and then attacked me therein. Obviously, that's something that the Sith would do, and it is actually, but we had convinced these Selkath of this when this is not what happened at all. Nope. We walked into here to try to get the probe back. Unfortunately for the Sith, their reputation is such that they would gladly do this, so I don't know, you gotta have better propaganda. Gotta tell people that you're doing the good things even though you're doing the wrong things. So anyway, what's happening in this episode is, now that we've fully explored the Sith base, I think what we'll do is go to a shop, sell anything that I don't think we're going to need, and then we're heading out to Yavin again, where I think we'll buy that exoskeleton for Jun. What level are you, Jun? 15? Yeah, I think we'll go and do that. And then we'll head over to Kashyyyk. I am going to delay exploring Manaan for a little bit, because we get another companion on Kashyyyk, and that companion, I believe, has some sort of special mission here on Manaan that I actually thought was part of the main plot, but it's not. And so I want him available so we can begin doing some more of our companion side quests. We'll also talk to our companions again when we're out on our ship. Yes! That's what I like to hear. Someone who is appreciative of the fact that we're kicking the butts of the people who are kicking everyone's butts. Do you have any... No, I don't care about Bazak. I like to look at your inventory. Okay, so it's really the sell list. So let's see. What do I want to sell him? We don't need all of these Dark Knight robes. Let's sell both of these. We'll hold on to the Dark Master robe. We have another double-bladed lightsaber that we got apparently from the Sith Master. We don't need it. There's no upgrades in it. Let's just sell it. Yep, that's fine. We'll sell the short lightsaber as well. We don't need that. Oh, these are different types of crystals. We have 2 Generox and 1 Luxum. We'll take a look at them when we get to our ship. A bunch of grenades, which you know by now I don't like selling. We don't need the advanced Euro amplifiers. We don't need the neuroband. We don't need the strength gauntlets. Do I need this? I don't think we need the advanced adrenaline amplifier. I think I want all of these at the moment. I want all my adrenal glands. I do use them. I think we're going to sell the minor gas mines finally. Yeah, let's sell them. And we don't need the advanced computer tool, because I think we picked up a slightly better one than even that. So we'll sell that as well. All this other stuff I want. Maybe we should sell the energy shield level 1. It's only got 1 use left in it. I don't think it's worth more money if it had 10 uses in it. So let's sell it and get back a little bit of cash for it. And I think he sells, he sells bot parts. Am I interested in any of these? I don't think I really am. Oh, yeah, okay, yeah, how about it? So the energy shields are worth as much with 1 use in them as if they had 10 uses in them. That's interesting. Well, I think we're done. We just wanted to sell some stuff. Let's head back to our ship. And then we're heading off to Yavin. Yavin, not Yavon. Yavin is a planet from a different video game altogether. Yavin. Oh my goodness. So, Yavin is from a game called Warwind, which I had played when I was really young. Or, not really young. I was a teenager at the time. think it might have been even in college at the time. And it is a real-time strategy game. It's similar to Warcraft. It came out around the same time that Warcraft 2 had come out. And where am I going? Hold on, have we been down here? I don't know if we've explored all this area. Let's go back and take a peek. I had really enjoyed the game Warwind because it had four factions in it, and they were all somewhat different from each other. They had a specialized unit, which was different from all the other races in it. It had a equipment type of thing you could manage. You could find different types of loot, and... Oh, this is a swoop races. Okay. You could find different types of loot, like armor or ammunition, which would increase the damage of your units. When you upgraded units in Warwind, you had to select from a... Like, just upgrading, for example, like... How can I describe it? In Warcraft 2, when you built the blacksmith, and then you took an upgrade, all units would automatically have that upgrade. That was not the case in Warwind. You actually had to send your units to the... whatever it was that you had researched, and have them learn that thing individually. This included spells and each individual upgrade you could get for your units. I really liked that. It meant that you had to pick and choose which guys you wanted to do what particular things. Unfortunately for the game, like, there was a whole lot, actually, there's a whole lot more involved in it. There was, you could pay to take, like, ferries across water. You could build specialized vehicles, which would greatly increase your mobility on the maps. Your workers could build bridges over water so units could traverse it. What else was there? All the factions had a battle cry that when activated would use all your influence, but then all units would attack twice as fast. It was horrifically unbalanced. It was really unbalanced. You had to spend special resources to... Oh, I'm sorry, no, this is not true. When your reputation was a certain level, you could get special randomized heroes showing up at your taverns. The way you hired units was not by building them in a barracks. You instead hired them at a tavern facility. I think we're going this way, Tim. Actually, we haven't explored the hotel yet. Maybe we should take a peek at that? Let's take a peek at that before we leave. What else was there? You can build roads in the game as well to help your units move around faster. The spells were all different from the different factions, which I really liked as well. Overall, there was some... Oh, and there were creeps. It was the first game that had neutral units. And the neutral units would act a little differently depending upon what neutral unit was. There were these creatures called Banka. They were generally peaceful. But if they had their kids, their little children, or their pups, would attack structures. And if you attacked them to defend your building, they would start crying. And then all the adult Bankas in the area would come to investigate and attack your forces if you did so. The snipes were another type of creature that hung out in ruins. And if you approached them, they would attack you to guard whatever treasure was in there. There were a few other creatures as well. Oh yeah, there were these things called slinks that looked like trees. But when you touched them, they would transform into these viney scorpion-looking creatures and attack you. Very good at killing your workers if you weren't paying attention to them.
Sorry, buddy, but the hotel is closed. Ever since the murder, the Selkath have made me keep this place locked up tight. Only the Selkath authorities, and those authorized by them, are allowed in.
What murder?
This old Republic war hero by the name of Sunry was seeing the Sith woman here, Alasa. Well, they were seeing each other, but the other night a blaster went off in one of the rooms. Sunry got seen leaving the place, and the Sith woman was dead on the floor. But not everyone thinks this Sunry did it, so the Selkath are holding him in prison while the case gets sorted out. In the meantime, they closed down my hotel. But enough about my problems. You can't stay here while the investigation is on. You'll have to find someplace else to stay. Sorry.
I believe Sunry is related to the other companion that I was talking about. We'll come back here later. Yeah, so, Warwind sounds amazing, doesn't it? However, all the maps, the missions that you did in the game, the vast majority of them were puzzle maps. Similar to a great deal of the maps in StarCraft 2, but even less base building. It was more of a selective... Oh, there was another thing in Warwind. In between each mission, you got to select from amongst your... some of the units you had built or kept with you in the last mission, and you were able to send them into the next mission. So it really encouraged you keeping your powerful units alive. Oh, and finally, you had a specialized leader. This was before Warcraft 3. If that leader died, I guess unlike Warcraft 3, you would lose the mission. So you had to keep your leader alive. So it was all these great ideas. I really liked it. But the AI was terrible. Pathing was nightmarish. And the AI, if you fought the AI in like a faction versus faction battle, oh, it made bad choices. If it saw where your unit leader was, your faction leader, it would send all of its units to where it saw it to try to kill it. And this usually resulted in you picking them all off as they only wanted to attack your leader, and you annihilating the AI. It was just terrible. Absolutely terrible AI. And the maps, again, most of the maps were missions in the campaign. They were all puzzle related, so very little base building against the enemy base. I think they realized that their AI for the game was very poor, unfortunately. There was a second Warwind made, but I don't think it was any... Yeah. The factions were quite different, I think, in the second one, with humans coming onto the planet. However, I remember not liking some of the gameplay changes very much. The units' acknowledgements were frightfully annoying in that game, and it just wasn't as good as some of the other games which had been coming out at the time. And again, I think the AI still suffered from lots of problems, so a shame in a way. But Yvonne was the name of the alien planet that all the races started on. I was tempted to record Warwind at some point for the channel, but I don't know how interesting it would be for everyone to watch it. I also don't think I can use fraps to record it. There's a few games I own where I can't use fraps. Whenever I don't use fraps, that's fine, but I've been using OBS Studio to record the other games, and it's not so easy to use OBS Studio to record these other games. Hey, let me see your inventory. So, do I want to buy more med packs from him? I do. Let's buy 10 more med packs. That's worth it. Alright, so let's head over to Yavin. We'll go ahead and see about purchasing that exoskeleton armor. We'll talk to all our companions. And then I'll figure out what we're doing next. Really? Really? It would strike me that you want cameras in the hangars, Selkath, because nothing stops me from walking over to the Sith hangar and destroying them over there. Okay, so before we go any further, let's look at these crystals again. So here's my lightsaber, and I am using a sigil crystal for +1 to hit, +1 damage. Is that correct? Oh, I'm sorry, +1 to hit and +1d6 damage. I'm also using the Krite Dragon Pearl, which is +3 to hit and +2 damage. And I'm using a Violet Crystal. So, what are my other choices? A Luxum Crystal, +2 attack, and +d6 extra damage to droids only. Oh, you know what? That seems rather thematic for Jun, doesn't it? Since he has destroyed droid. And the Junarux crystals are the bolt deflection crystals with +2 extra damage. Hmm. I do kind of like what I've got in this lightsaber. If I was to switch to this one... Yeah, my damage plummets to 4 through 18. Doing that extra damage against droids only. I do gain another +1 to hit, but I don't think I want that. What are you using at the moment, Bastila? A Diamond, which is +3 to hit. And a Bondar, which is only a stun. I'm going to drop the Bondar, and we'll give her a Blaster Bolt Deflection. Which also increases her damage by +2. And as for Juhani, she is using a Rubot for +1 to hit, +1 damage. And then Oplia, which is 3 damage, massive critical bonus. Only +1 to hit with her weapon, though. Yeah, we'll keep that what she has. And I don't think we have any... Actually, do we have anything else we can use to upgrade these weapons? We do not. How about our armor? Actually, I think these are fully upgraded. Oh, they're not! We're missing an armor reinforcement. Really? Let's check our whatchamacallits. Actually, there might be one left on a merchant, Tim, that you didn't... I think that was on Tatooine that I left that. Let's think here. Where are my upgrades? These are the special... These are all the crystals. Oh, we have another Generux and another Runat in here. Okay, well, let's give the... Generux, the Luxum. I'm going to sell the stun crystal, I think. There's armor reinforcement, but I have to take all this stuff out. Well, let's just get it. Okay, let's go back and do some more crafting. Again, I keep the stuff in these containers because if I don't do so, I will be tempted to start selling them. And I don't think I want to do that. Alright, so let's go back to this really quick, because I think I can at least, yep, give this a scope for +1 to hit. And Cal Nord, we can give you this, which is immune to critical hits and +3 defense bonus. Wow. And I think these are both fully upgraded. Yes. So, let's do some inventory management, too. What are you using up here? +1 dex? Really, that's it? Why not give him the nerf package, nerve enhancement package, to make him immune to mind-affecting spells? And that will be good. Karth, what are you using? +1 dex. You need more implant level. Basha doesn't have any implant level. What am I using? Immune to critical hits, +1 awareness. Is there anything better? Immune to poison. But I'm wearing this, which is immune to poison. +1 to all saves, and also immune to mind affecting. I think we'll be okay at the moment. Zalbar, you are using immune to critical hits, +1 to awareness. And you don't have any implant level. Neither do you. Okay. Alright. So let's go back and store some stuff in our boxes. And then we're off to... Yeah, actually, I'll just do this off screen. I'll be right back, everyone. We'll be on the way to Yavin.
Incoming fighters!
Man, apparently the hangar... the airspace around Manon isn't... Oh my goodness, what the heck? The airspace around the Manon is not as protected as the hangars are. I can't stand the turning rate of this game. This is terrible. It takes... I have to move the mouse, pick up the mouse in order to do this, like, at all. This is really annoying. You guys will have to let me know if you want to watch me do those fights. That is, so the mouse sensitivity for those battles is greatly decreased. Actually, is there a way for me to change that? Maybe it's... Let's see. If I do this, I think that affects everything, doesn't it? Okay, maybe not. So maybe that was only the maybe that only affects the turn rate when I'm in the space battles. So we'll set it and we'll see what that does for me next time. That was really too limited. Let me know if you guys care about the space battles, because if you don't care, I just won't record them. Because it takes quite a bit of effort to weave that into the video. So if I don't have to do it, that would be amazing. Alright. Before we head out there, I am going to take out our thermal detonators because I plan on selling them. They're worth too much money. And as nice as it is to do incredible amounts of damage to a group and knock them down, I want the money. So we're going to go ahead and raid our supplies really quick. I want those 4 thermal detonators. Look at all these freaking grenades I have. Let's get all of them. And I think it's time for us to sell a bunch of stuff. Yeah, 500 bucks each. We've got like 4 of them. That's $2,000 sitting in our inventory. Actually, they might be worth even more. Oh, I can't tell. Yeah, they're an amazing grenade. Absolutely amazing. But we get so few of them because they're amazing. They're worth a lot of money. All right, who are we bringing out here? We'll bring Taris still. And I should bring someone else who has to level up. We'll bring Zalbar also.
Yeah?
Alright, Candaris. For skills, we'll give you treat injury. You get a new feat this level. You have Master Power Blast. You have Master Rapid Shot. I am tempted to give you Implant Level 3. Let's see if there's anything else that you might benefit from. There is, but not very much. Let's give this to him. Okay, next, Zalbar. You've leveled up several times, Zalbar. Skills, demolitions, awareness, treat injury? I think we'll keep doing that with him. Demolitions, awareness, treat injury. You get a feat. You have gained implant level 3. That's fantastic, so we can give you a better implant. I think we give him Master Toughness for even more hit points. Oh, or do I want a dual weapon so he can use the weapon he's currently got in his in his hands. I think actually we give him this. He'll be more effective at using the gaffy stick. Let's do that. He gets a new attribute point. What's his stats currently? So he wants +1 dex if he can get it. Or +1 intelligence. Both would be good. So let's give him the intelligence then. And for skills... Wait. Go back. I think I gave him repair, not awareness. Leveling up again. Oh, he still only gets 3 points per level? I thought the +1 intelligence would give him another... I thought that would give him another skill point. Oh, that's a shame then. I should give him dex instead. Well, it's too late. We'll set demolitions. Injury, awareness. He gets another feat. I think we do give him improved flurry. And he'll get the improved two-weapon fighting next time so that he can use that gaffy stick a little more effectively. We will eventually drop the gaffy stick, but I think Zalbar will... I think there's like another really great two-bladed weapon, so we can give that to Zalbar later. Wait, the gaffy stick, I believe... Yeah, gaffy stick is a two-bladed weapon.
Yes?
Oh, Zalbar. Do I want to give you... Oh, I think I stored the other thing inside our, I stored the other implant in a container. Okay.
Yes?
Alright, let's head on over and talk to the gentleman whose name I always forget. I'm going to try to do a Pazak game as well, because I could really use that money. So we'll save. We'll do what I normally do. If I lose, we'll just reload. We'll make one attempt while we're here. I really don't like the reloading upon failing of Pazak. It's just, God, the game is so one-sided. Literally. It's one-sided. Oh, there's a Giska here. Hello, little Giska. Oh, we can kill it if we want to. I don't know why we would want to do that. It seems just mean. It's probably his pet.
Achua Penki, yun patisa.
I think you have Giska loose.
Tong itwamaji, human act in ikatune. Chon muri ra tong pa akat in tutune. Ichuta, yun patisa.
Let me... hold on, I'll be leaving. I want a quick save first. Alright, let's do the Pazak game first. Let's play. We'll do the wager. Again, I think I'm okay with this. Actually, we have another ±6, so that should always be... There's no reason not to put these in, rather than they're just -6s. So let's do that. I have a ±5. Let's do that as well. Ooh, that's great. Getting a 1 as our first card. Getting a 1 as our second card is even better. He's gonna have to decide first what he's doing. All right. +3 to get the natural, to get the 20. We will stand and lose the first round. We have a choice. Holy crap! Free natural 20. That's fantastic. We got a hit. None of my cards can get me a natural 20. I'd rather go over and use a card to bring me under. Okay, and he used another card. We'll use one of ours this time. To tie it up. We could go for a 20 right now, but I'd rather use the negative to make him draw another card than get the pure 20. Okay, now we will go for it this time. Where it's looking good. We have 2 victories up to his 1. He's got 1 card left. We have 2. Let's go for the 19. Now we're tied 2 and 2. We're going to hold on to this 6 and hope we can use it for the negative 6 value to force him to have to decide first what he's cutting out. Some other time. I believe it now, because I need to reload the game. Alright, let's do it one more time on screen, and then I'll just off-screen until I finally win. Let's play another game of Pazak. That was going so well for us, too. The bad news is you stopped at 19, which means if I can get a 20, I win. Yeah, forcing the AI to go first. Oh, we lost that one. To go first. To decide what they're doing first is such a... It doesn't happen very often. No, we've lost this again. Oh, no we haven't. Oh, but neither have they. You've heard me rant about Pazak enough. You guys know what issues I have with this game. This is it, Tim. You gotta win this round if you're gonna go for this. You have 1 card left. He's got 3. This is looking really, really bad for us. My only card in my hand is a +/-1 as well. So yeah, this is probably over. Okay, I'll be back, everyone. I'm gonna do this off screen. Because I'll probably lose like another 20 times before I win. Alright, everyone. I lost another 8 times in a row, and I finally gave in again. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna reinstall the mod, which makes all his cards, all the cards, and all of my opponent's decks zeros, because I hate this game. But I wanted the money, so we're only gonna do it once, and that will be it. We're not gonna do this again, because I feel like that it probably is... it's not... I mean, it is cheating. But the game is so terrible that I don't really feel that bad about it. And if I wasn't recording this game, I would totally just play him over and over again and get all the money. But we won't do that here. Alright, so let's see what he has to sell. Okay, so this is... Oh, it's $10,000 for the light exoskeleton. I thought it was $8,000. Oh... Well, that means if I want that, then I need to sell all sorts of stuff for it. Alright, so first off, holy crap, the Bond... Wait, the Bondar crystal is worth $637. Really, for the stun? I didn't think this was actually that great, all things considered. The enemy seems to resist it a whole lot. Maybe we won't sell that. Alright, we are... Oh my god! These are worth 1,300 bucks here. Oh, maybe he just buys stuff for a higher price. Or, wait, or was this lower? I actually don't know. But we're going to sell him all of these. Actually, maybe we'll sell just 3. And we'll hold on to the last one. My goodness, things are really expensive when we sell them to him. What the heck? Why is this worth 650? This is a Dex plus 1 item. I guess things are worth much more money to him. I'm totally selling him that. I'll come here to start selling everything from now on. Holy crap! Yeah, things are worth more money when we sell them to him. Interesting. Well, now I know. Okay, darn it. I just sold stuff back on whatchamacallit instead. On Manon. Well, it's too late now. What am I interested in buying? So, I am interested in advanced stabilizer gloves for 8,500, but I came here for the light exoskeleton. +1 dex, +1 strength. So hold on. What else do we have? Awareness +10, dex +2 is very nice for an implant. We could drop our ridiculous-looking headgear and take this to make me immune to mind-affecting poison rather than having to wear that gas mask. This is really tempting, the advanced stabilizer gloves. +3 dex, I would very much like that. On that same note, okay, let's quit. Okay, and now we got this extra 750 from beating him in Pizak. So, what do I look like again with the Dark Jedi robe armor? That looks pretty cool. I do like the way Jun looks with that armor on him. And I will want Master Speed, so maybe we don't get the exoskeleton after all, in the end. If I buy that armor, who's gonna wear it after Jun is done? Canderous has Carlo Nord's armor, which is actually really good. None of your Jedi can get it. So that leaves Karth and Mission. Because Zalbar won't wear armor, and the other 2 are bots. I guess Mission could benefit from it. Or indeed Karth could. Okay, yeah, let's... I think the bolt sim, I think the gloves are probably the better, smarter move. Actually, at this stage in the game.
Ki mulira kun king. Ki.
I don't know what the upgrades do for the light exoskeleton. In truth, Mission should get this armor instead. Why don't you get the advanced stabilizer gloves? The +3 dex will go a long way to helping you hit enemies. The blaster bolt deflection will be useful too. Yeah, get the gloves, Tim. Done. Okay, so we're going to lose +2 strength and gain +3 dex. And we picked up +5 to our bolt deflection as well. So that means our old gloves can't be given... Oh, they can't be given to Zalbar. Oh, perfect. All right, then we'll do that. Okay, I think I'm happy with that overall. Still no better armor, but we'll probably begin taking the speed power next. So I think we'll probably start wearing robes in the end after all. Unless I do change my mind and instead decide to go complete neutrality. I'm sorry, complete force powers that can wear armor. In which case, I'll be back for that light exoskeleton. That also means if I do want to wear that armor, Tim, then you're not going to want to put any other points into Dex. Just a heads up. Because that gives you another +1 Dex with your gloves. Gives you +5 total, which is what the light exoskeleton armor supports. So keep that in mind. Alright, let's go ahead and talk to all of our companions for a bit. Hey, mission?
Hey there. What can I do for you?
I want to talk about your brother.
Don't worry. I won't let the search for Griff get in the way of what we're doing.
Okay. Never mind then.
Okay. Have it your way.
Alright, so we've gotten as far as we can with mission until we are able to have an encounter which unlocks more of it. So I think that happens on Tatooine. Candaris?
Yeah, what do you want?
I was wondering if you had any more war stories.
You want another war story, huh? You want to hear about some other world getting wasted, eh? I knew you were the type. Your stagnant republic has never seen some of the strange creatures and races we fought on the Outer Rim in those years. And you never will now.
Where did you fight this time?
We were going through the asteroid fields of the Crispin system at the very edge of the galaxy, playing with the pirates and smugglers we found there. The main belt in the Crispin system consists of mainly small rocks covered in frozen methane gas shells, and the pirates were using them for cover. Ha! I remember using a thermal generator to cause the outer layer of one of the asteroids to vaporize in a picosecond. It blew out and shredded the 3 smugglers using it for cover. But that was a mistake.
Did it backfire?
The asteroid I had targeted was smaller than most, maybe a dozen meters on a side. On the outside, it looked the same as any other, just a ball covered in frozen gas. But something must have been inside it, something inactive in the cold. The heat of my blast might have triggered something or woken something up. After I'd hit it, spots of light and heat appeared all over the thin shell, still covering it, evaporating the gases. What lay underneath looked like some sort of rocky growth. A deformed rock, pitted by scores of micrometeorite scars. I think something even older might have been inside that.
An asteroid?
Maybe, but maybe not. It started rotating faster and faster as we watched it. After a second, it started spraying fire, thermal projectiles that melted our armor like wax. We were caught completely by surprise. Before we could counterattack, it fled at an incredible speed.
A ship?
We couldn't catch it, but we could follow its hyperspace wake. We followed its trail as far as we could, heading away from the galactic core. When it finally led beyond the edge of our galaxy, we abandoned our efforts. Anything that wants to commit suicide in that great void is not worth our trouble trying to catch. That's the only story I have for now. I'll tell you some more stuff later if we get the chance. Is there something else you want to know?
No, that's it. Thank you, Candaris.
Your choice. I'm here if you want something done right.
That was a cool story. So he went to destroy an asteroid to hide, or it did so, to destroy some smugglers behind them. But it turned out the asteroid, something was inside of it. And it turned out that thing was a ship that looked like an asteroid. Interesting.
Statement. HK-47 is ready to serve, Master.
I would like to try restoring some of your memory.
Affirmative. If you believe your skills are up to the task, Master, then I can certainly guide you through the process. Request. I only ask that you be oh so very careful, Master. I am too valuable and well-crafted to perish at the hands of ineptitude.
Let's get started.
Statement. As you wish, Master. You are already familiar with accessing my central control cluster, correct? Now you will need to...
Uh-oh. This might be tougher.
And now rewire the last 3 relays. Yes, good. Well done, Master. I believe your operation was a success. Accessing new memory. Access complete. I have accessed information on my owner prior to the Senator, Master. Most unexpected.
What now?
Answer. It appears that previous to my ownership by the Senator, I was the property of one Bochaba the Hutt on the planet Slaheron.
So... that makes sense. Did the Hutts build you?
Answer. It does not appear so, or at least Bochaba was not my first owner. He purchased me from somewhere else. My memories tell me that, for a time, Bochaba was one of the most feared gangsters on Slaheron. I helped him with this reputation greatly. Over a span of 1 year, I terminated a grand total of 322 sentient meatbags. These contracts made Bochaba very wealthy.
And so what happened to stop that? Like, asking about this stuff, this doesn't matter. It's an assassin droid. So, of course he's going to be proud of the tasks that he's done. And he doesn't care about the lives lost. Why would he? Again, he's not programmed for that, so...
It was unfortunate but inevitable that eventually Bochaba would overstep his bounds. I had just cleared 2 Hutt households when the exchange retaliated. Statement. I was not even present when my old master was assassinated. I did appreciate the artistry behind his demise upon my return, however.
Oh, why? How was he killed?
Answer. Allow me to say that I have little doubt that residents of that sector were fishing pieces of Bochaba out of their soup for weeks afterward. At any rate, I quickly shut down upon my master's death. The rival Hutt claimed me along with my master's other possessions. Observation. If that Hutt had only known my true function, he surely would not have sold me to a senator he bribed regularly.
You would have preferred to stay on Salahadrin.
Observation. It would have suited my character, Master. I have enjoyed my existence since, more or less, so I do not miss it.
Do you remember anything else?
Answer. Negative, Master. There is still more memory that can be restored, however, if you wish to try. As well, I believe I can restore several programs the Hutt installed to improve my performance. Yes, they are now active, contemplative. I wonder how many more dead masters I might have out there. A droid can live for a long time, you know.
Because of your repairs, HK-47 will now regenerate at the rate of 1 vitality point every 6 seconds, in addition to his other abilities. Nice! So he works a little bit like Canderous now. So as long as I can keep them out of combat, and keep them from being shot at, they will slowly regenerate their hit points over time. So that also is useful, because that means less repair kits being used. Alright, so, well, let's keep talking with other people. T3 has nothing new to tell us. And neither does Zalbar. Let's talk with Juhani.
How may I be of assistance to you, Padawan?
I was wondering if we could talk.
What is it you would like to speak to me about?
Tell me more about your past. Actually, what are you thinking about?
I have been thinking much about our journey, and I am grateful and honored that you have accepted me with you. I am not used to such unbiased acceptance from one who is nearly a stranger to me. We KotOR do not make friends easily, or for long. Even on Dantooine, I remained alone. Not ostracized exactly, but separate.
That must have been difficult for you.
Yes, it was. I find it difficult to speak of those things. I do not want to live that way ever again. And here, it seems different. It is warming. I feel almost welcome. Needed. You seem to be very decisive when it is required of you. It is reassuring to know that I can count on someone like you.
Oh, thank you very, very much. We're all in this together.
Yes, and that is my point. I find it difficult to explain. It is so different from what I am used to. Just thank you for accepting me.
Oh, no problem, Juhani. Welcome aboard. I guess that also means that she's not an introvert if she really doesn't want to be alone. I'm super introverted. So this past year, 2020, was an amazing year for me. Because I saw almost no one ever, thanks to COVID-19. And it was great. Got to work from home for the entire year as well. Alright, let's talk with these two. Karth?
Yes, what's on your mind?
Tell me why you want revenge on Saul so badly.
I already told you, he betrayed us all.
It seems just to be more personal than that is all.
Well, there is more to it. I'm sure you don't want to hear about it.
Oh, come on. I asked, didn't I?
It's just that I don't talk about it very much, okay? I told you about my homeworld, Telos. 4 years ago, Saul led the Sith fleet there and demanded its surrender. The planet refused, and Saul proceeded to devastate its entire surface. Millions died. I had a wife and a son on Telos. I thought they would be safe there, but my task force arrived too late to be of much help. We didn't have enough medical supplies. The colony was burning and the dying were everywhere. I remember holding my wife and screaming for the medics, but they didn't come in time.
Oh, wow. That's terrible. I'm sorry. I didn't know and I didn't remember. It's been years since I last played the game. Good God, poor Karth.
Of course not. How could you? I had nothing left after that, really. I devoted myself to the fleet. Hunting Saul was my only purpose. I miss them. And I know killing Saul won't bring them back. And it won't make me happy again, but I have to do it. I don't expect you to understand, but I have to pay him back for what he's done. I have to. It's all I have left.
No, I understand this. Plus, it would stop him from doing this again to anyone else. Sorry, I'm looking at all the things to ask. I feel like I'm torn between 1 and 2. I didn't mean to pry.
Oh, it's all right. I don't mind. You deserve some kind of, explanation.
What happened to your son? You didn't say.
His name was Dustle, and I don't know what happened to him. The colony was a complete ruin, and we never found any trace of him. I made inquiries and followed the reports from Telos for years, but I stopped. Anyway, I hope that answers your questions. Let's continue with what we were doing.
Wow. Yeah, understandable. Justified.
How can I help?
Hey, Bastila. I want to know more about you.
Yes, I suppose I can understand your curiosity, given the bond that connects us. Very well. I'll tell you a bit about myself.
Oh, well, tell me how you joined the Jedi, then.
I was found to be strong with the Force at a young age, as most Padawans are. As a girl, I was given to the Order to be trained. When I joined the Order, I left my family on Tal Ravan, as all Padawans do. My family is still there, the last that I heard. I've had little contact with them, as it is discouraged.
Oh, why?
Relationships with family members are fraught with powerful emotions. Such extremes are to be avoided. Anger and hate are the worst, but even love can lead to folly.
Don't you miss your family at all?
Like all who join the Order, I have learned to embrace the life I've chosen. I had to let go of my attachments to my family.
That must have been difficult.
It can be a hard lesson to learn. I was not on good terms with all of my family, but I do remember missing my father terribly for a long time.
You and your father were close.
Very close. I was only a little girl when I left my family, but I still remember him fondly. He was kind and gentle and doted on me. My mother, however, was different. I was not on good terms with my mother. I was only a little girl when I left, but I was old enough to resent her and the way she treated my father. She pushed my father into treasure hunting. I spent all my young life on ships, traveling from one false lead to the next. She whittled away my father's entire fortune, and I hated her for it. I think she was relieved to give me to the Jedi, but my father was heartbroken.
Oh, wow. You never tried to get in touch with your father again.
A child is too young to understand the sacrifices that must be made. It's better if they have no contact with their family once they're removed. Once I was older, I realized the wisdom of this policy. A Jedi must do what is needed, personal desires notwithstanding. Love can only obscure and confuse the matter.
Sounds like the Jedi are actually just a tool to be used, rather than a person to be considered there. They want them being machines. I don't know if I agree with this whatsoever. But surely if a Jedi were to love, it wouldn't be all bad.
Even a Jedi cannot always control the feelings of the heart. We must do our best to guard against it, no matter what the cost. But some sacrifices are harder than others. I do not wish to discuss this anymore. I would rather return to our mission.
Alright, fair enough. We get some more information about Bastille's past. Alright, what are we doing? So, I guess we'll land on Kashyyyk, but we'll stop at that point. So, let's head on over there.
Another vision. The Force is guiding us, helping us retrace the steps of Malak and his old master, leading us ever closer to the Star Forge. Kashyyyk is a lush but simple and undeveloped world. I would not have expected to find the alien technology of a star map here.
It looked like the star map was on the forest floor.
The Wookiees of Kashyyyk make their home high among the Rosha branches. Only their bravest warriors dare to descend into the forbidding depths of the forest. If the star map is located far beneath us on the planet's surface, as our vision seems to suggest, it's unlikely the Wookiees even know of its existence. No doubt things will become more clear once we discover the star map's location.
Alright everyone, so I'm going to stop here. Thank you all for watching, and when we come back, we'll talk really quickly to a few people about where we're located, see what they have anything special to say about this location, and then we'll head on off to explore the planet. So I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching, and take care everyone.